Hi, and welcome to the first domain review of DNFCollege Season 4. Please don't be sensitive about your names. I understand they're personal to you, but I have to give you my honest feedback, and hopefully you'll appreciate that. I understand that you guys really look forward to these portfolio reviews. There will be more, so if your name doesn't get a good nod this time, feel free to submit some the next time round. So without further ado, I'm going to start looking at the names. My head will be looking at the spreadsheet because there's over 100 names in there, so don't be insulted if I'm not looking at you. And then if we have time at the end, I'm going to read you a viewer mail, or tell you about it, which was kind of interesting. I do get tons and tons of emails from people looking for portfolio reviews and things like that, and I do find some of them entertaining, and some of them are quite forward, as you'll see later on. Anyway, so without further ado, let's take a look at the portfolio and get the ball rolling. So, first name, digitalmarketing.us. While digital marketing is a great name, the .us extension is not. So, to me, that's not a good domain name. Mobile TV channel. Mobile TV channel. Interesting name. Again, not sure I like it. I'll have to say no to that one. Barbecue.net. BARBQ.net. Don't like it. Calgary Accounting. Good name. Good domain for lead gen. Build it out. Casino Tours, another one by the same person owns Calgary Accounting. I'm not really sure I like Casino Tours, although I would guess there may be some people that would want a tour of a casino. I personally wouldn't. And I'm not sure how you could make money at it unless there are other things around the casino that you could do. So it's not horrible. I just don't think it's all that great. But Calgary Accounting is a good name. I mean, you can clearly do lead generation for that. Accountants make a lot of money. Work out a 10 to 15% deal and off you go. Mobile RTB platform. Okay, I'm going to have to Google this because I don't know what RTB means. And if I don't know what it means, probably a lot of other people don't know what it means, so that makes it a little bit of a harder name to work on. You want to make sure that your names are easy to figure out and people know what they are. Anyway, we'll come back to that one in a minute. So that's, I've got the browser up now. Let's look up mobile RTB and see what it is. Where's that domain name? There it is. RTB. Mobile RTB. Oh, RTB. Let's see what it is. Lead generation. Well, I still don't know what it is. What is mobile RTB and why should you care? Okay, mobile real-time bidding. Okay, interesting. Maybe not as bad as I thought it was. I'm not really sure about it, though. I wouldn't even know how to price it out. Maison Quebec. Okay, Maison means house. House Quebec. It makes sense. It's good. It's a good name. You can probably do something with that one. Carolyn, it's a good name. And then you have obanco.com, which is an interesting name. Probably pretty good for a brandable. It doesn't really mean anything, but it sounds pretty cool anyway. So that one's okay. Caralarms.co.uk. I do love that one. I think it's a good name. The gentleman who owns caralarms.com is a friend of mine. If you want to contact me, he's a super nice guy, and maybe I can hook you up with him, and you guys can work out some sort of affiliate thing or something like that. Tree Services, another name, good name. Like it has potential. There's all kinds of tree services going on, whether it's planting, trimming, whatever it is. Good name. Pot.recipes. Pot.recipes. Pot.recipes is a decent name. I'm sure there's lots of different ways to make pot. I don't think you mean different recipes you can make in a pot. I'm pretty sure you're referring to marijuana. I think it's a good name. You'll have to hold on to it for a bit, though, because I don't think it's ready to hit the market yet. Good name, though. The High Council. I thought that was something in Harry Potter, so I'm not really sure what that one is, so we'll leave that one alone. The Touring. It's okay. Not really a big fan of the Touring. Withoptions.com. I'm not really sure what you could put with options.com, so I'm not a big fan of that name. Safe TRX. Let's see what that is. What is a safe? At first I read it as safe RX, but that's clearly not the case. Let's see what TRX stands for. Suspension training. RIP trainer. So it's got to do with training. And there's a Facebook page on it. It's safe TRX. So 1,881 likes. So I guess it's not bad. I don't really get it or like it, but if it's a product, it can probably be pretty good. Rentprices.com. Rent prices are okay. I think that's a good name. I think you could build something on that, but obviously you have to have different rentals available that you can look at. ID Fit and IT Pick. and Prize SEO. Prize SEO, I'm not really sure what it could be, unless you're going to set up an award site where you offer awards and say this site was checked by Prize SEO and received our gold standard. I think you do that. I once did that with a site called Artsy Awards, and I ended up getting a lot of awards posted, a lot of traffic, and a lot of really good backlinks. So for that, it's not bad. As far as IT pick goes, I'm not really sure what we could do, because I'm not really sure a lot of people want picks from IT. ID Fit almost sounds like one of those fit bracelets. Let me see what comes up when I put in ID Fit. ID Fit Science Museum, ID Fitness, Fashion Institute. Yeah, there's a lot. It's a good brandable. I kind of like ID Fit, so I think that one's worth a couple grand. Let's go to Inglorious Food and Food Addiction Coach. Okay, I really like Food Addiction Coach. I think it's a really good one. Anything that has to do with food addiction or any addiction as a coach is good, and people like that one. That's at least a 3K name. Inglorious Food, I'm not sure most people can spell Inglorious, so I'm going to skip that one. OPSY. OPSY is a very good, OPSY is a very good pronounceable four-letter.com. Probably worth about $1,500 and up because it's pronounceable, maybe more. AnyKiss. I'm not sure what you would do with AnyKiss. It's a good name, but I'm just not sure what you'd put on it. Okay, Outsourced Task. Great name. You can set up your own outsourcing company or find a group to work with and outsource tasks, whether it be programming, web design, whatever it is. It's a good one. Probably a 5K name. E-Transacting. Not really keen on that one. You better stick with your outsourced task if you're going to build one out. E-Transacting. Transacting isn't really a good word for something like that. Chalk-Latte. I don't like anything with dashes in it, so we got to pass on that one. The Acreage. Good name. Real estate name. I like it. 3 to 4K name. You can sell land on it. There's lots of people that are trying to sell land. Very good, especially with acreage. And acreage is the same in Canada as in the US as it is in a lot of the world, so I think it's a really good name. That one's probably a 5K name, and if you build a site on it, and right now it's probably about 1,500 to 2,000. Reading Specialist. Good name. Probably would be good to teach people reading and education, stuff like that. I do like the name. It's good. Gifted Body. At first I didn't like it, but now I kind of like it. So I think Gifted Body would be a good name for a school that does bodybuilding or training or fitness or things like that. Because everyone wants to have a gifted body. Even though I'm not sure what a gifted body is, it sounds really good. Giantpedia. Decent name, but you got to build something on it. Some sort of, obviously, a Wikipedia site is what you're thinking when you register it. Beta Skills. Beta Skills is a decent name. I kind of like it. You just got to figure out what you want to put on it and how you want to do some sort of training, obviously. Go Wrinkle. I think it would be more like Wrinkles Gone would be better than Go Wrinkle, like you're cheering for wrinkles. But I don't know. Go Wrinkle could be okay too, as to get rid of wrinkles. UAV Pilot Course. Okay, another one I got to look up. UAV Pilot Course. Oh, it's a big one. Unmanned Aerial Vehicle, UAV Pilot Training Certificate. So there is a certificate for it. There's a course, 16 hours of ground school and 16 hours of flight training. So I do like that one. I think it's a good one. I think you need to either build something on it or set up an affiliate program. Probably an affiliate program would be better. I like that one, Blake. I think it's a good one because it's an actual certification. Crazy Stickers, probably not going to be much money in it, so not so great. Cajun Recipes, Cajun.recipes, Greenhouse.supplies. Two good examples of good selections for GTLD names. Cajun.recipes, great for an information site. Greenhouse.supplies, great for an affiliate site. Good names, nice choice, Mr. Kelly. Deploy It Fast. Deploy It Fast, Advanced Layouts. Deploy It Fast is a pretty good name. You'd have to figure out what you want to do. I was in charge of a big deployment for Bell Canada back in 2000 where we had to get all the computers ready for the millennium, and we really had to deploy it fast. So I like that. I think it's a really good name for a business. You just got to figure out what product you want to use it for. Advanced Layouts could be anything from to do with WordPress, to do with anything. It's a good name. You just got to figure out how you're going to do it. Parking Widget. Almost sounds like a really good name for an app that shows you where to park, where you left your car, things like that. Definitely a decent name. Stemcelltherapy.club. Interesting, because you get everybody that is into stem cell or has done stem cell into a club to talk about their experiences, and that would be a hell of an education site. So I kind of like that one. Sevilla.us. Sorry, not big on the .us. Charterflights.es, I like. I like the country code TLDs. All of them, obviously, except US. Charter flights in Spain, charterflights.es is a good name. Set something up with a charter company and see what you can do. Voterregistration.org. Okay, I hate .org, but in this case, voterregistration.org makes sense. So I think it's a good one. I think you could actually set something up there and build a huge mailing list by getting people to sign up to vote. And it doesn't have to be for the current election. It could be for anything. You could do polling on it for the US election or any election, or you could just set up a voting and a polling thing for anything. Good name. Green Energy News. Another good name for a site on green energy, but the only way you're going to make money off that site on a news site is through AdSense or through ads. But it's not bad. You can figure that one out. Graduate Recruitment. Really like this name. Graduates are looking for jobs like crazy. Build a job site on it, work with Workopolis or somebody else, and start to help get placements for graduates. I bet you could charge them a fee to get in there, and I'm sure they'd pay it because they're all desperate for jobs. They all have diplomas and no jobs. Car Estimate. It's almost like a blue book site. Carestimate.com. Kind of like it. You'd have to figure out what to do with it, but I think it's okay. Channelgreen.com. Eventually, there probably will be a channelgreen.com, so I would say hold on to that one. It does make sense. It's a good domain name, and it definitely has value now. It's at least a $1,500 name. Sorry, $1,500 name, and I think it's good. The next one, Pass TV. I'm not really sure about that one. PASTV.com. Not really sure about that one, but I like your other one. It's cruisingthe.net. So it's cruising the net if you spell it out together with the dot. I kind of like it. Great name. You can put all kinds of, do a top site list where you put sites and tools and things that you found while cruising the net, and I think it could become a really popular site. Canal31.com, KANAL31.com. Not really keen on that one. I'm not big on numbers and words combined. If there is a Canal 31 somewhere in the world, then it may have more value, but I don't know what it is, and probably a lot of people will know what it is. So it's going to be narrowed down to an area. Innovative.net, but spelled INOVATIF.net. Don't like it. Sorry, have to pass. Fashion.guide. Love it. I think it's a good name. I think that you can do all kinds of different things with it. Talk about current trends, get permission to put different models up there. You can do lots of things. Another good example of a good GTLD. Saturn.company. You have to be very careful with this one because Saturn is a car, it's a trademark. So unless you're going to target some other type of Saturn.company, then you'll be okay with it. Like do something with the planet or some other company named Saturn. You'll be fine, but nothing that involves a trademark. Softporn.website. Not bad. It's obviously an adult name, but it's soft. You can obviously do some soft things like topless models or something like that. Build up some good traffic. It's a decent name. I'm not big into the adult names, but that doesn't mean there's not traffic on them. Hangoutroom.com. Hangoutroom.com kind of reminds me of like a water cooler place where you could talk about new trends, what's going on in the news, things like that. Not a bad name. I wouldn't value it too high right now, maybe a few $100, but it's not a bad name. Sweetnews.com. Now, sweetnews.com would be a really good site if you could put only the good news on there. The problem with the news on TV and everywhere else is all you ever see is bad news, murders, rapes, drug addicts. It's just, there's never any good news. Watching the news now is always just about what's bad in the world. So I think that would be good. Popcorn Freak. There's a place in Chicago famous for their popcorn. You can list all the best places to buy popcorn, all the best types in different cities. You can probably do something with it. I'm sure there's lots of people interested in popcorn. So not a bad name, but stick to sweet news and put something to do with good news. Okay, the next one, my specialties, CAs, voicemail.ca, invoice.ca, and pur.ca. So the problem with voicemail.ca, yes, it's a good domain name, and yes, a lot of people are using it. I think you either have to build out something good now, but you're competing with lots of people and it has to have something unique, or you have to sell it. The problem is these days most people hate voicemail, and most people's voicemails are full. Most people, if you're like me, you figure if it's important, they're going to call back. And then I can't be bothered picking up my voicemail because it fills up so fast and annoys the hell out of me. But invoice.ca is a good one. Invoice.ca, you could build an online invoicing system an accounting system all in one, or set up an affiliate with somebody like freshbooks.com or something like that. It's a good domain name. I like Invoice. Pur, it's good. I don't know what it stands for, but it's pronounceable. Keep all the 3 letters you can. They're good names. Latest.com and Patchwork Mania. Latest.com is one of those sleeper names that could be a really good brandable. So hold on to it and see. There was a name that we were talking about on the show, on the Sherpa, Domain Sherpa the other day. It was called Ugly something, Ugly People, or no, it was just ugly.com. And everyone was wondering how it would sell for this. And I remember Drew turned it down at a lower price, and then for a client, and then his client came back and said, look, here's the Sato was selling it. It was Dave Evanson, I believe, and he came back and said, well, hey, my client will take this price, and it was higher than what Drew thought it was worth, but his client accepted it anyway. So you really never know. Latest.com is something like that. It could be set up now as a site that shows the latest drivers, the latest software, the latest Windows, the latest iPhones. It could be really anything. So it's a really good brandable domain name. Make sure you don't get rid of it. Okay, after all that, I just realized it's called Lastest, not Latest. So if anybody out there wants to buy Latest, go find it, but it may be a good name. So let's get to the actual name that I'm supposed to be talking about. Lastest.com. Crap name, sorry about that, don't like it. It's a little bit different than Latest, but anyway, at least you got a free review on Latest. Patchwork Mania. I got to look that one up and see what's going on. If there's a lot of stuff going on in Patchwork. I don't know if there is. Patchwork, it looks pretty good. Looks like there's a lot of people into it. Looks like a good name, so I think that would be okay. You can build that one out and sell patchwork stuff on it. Salad Food. Well, I would think saladfood.com. I would think that salad is mostly food, so I'm not sure what saladfood.com would be, except maybe a whole bunch of other recipes for things mixed into salads. So maybe you can do it that way. Takingblood.com. Takingblood.com, it's okay, but most people give blood, they don't take blood. So unless you're going to have a clinic or something that takes blood, or you've got some other idea involved, not such a great name. Realestatearabia.com. It's okay. I mean, you can probably get some good affiliate stuff and get some link traffic in it. It's not a bad name. See what we can do. The next name, SOQOOF.com. No idea what it is. Let me look it up in case it's actually something that I really don't know what it is and I should know. Or if it's just a pronounceable. No, nothing comes up with SOQOOF. So not sure what to tell you to do with that one. I would just drop it or get rid of it. Volleyball Supplies. Great name for supplies. It's targeted. It's volleyballsupplies.com. Good name, not bad. Billboard Promotions. Like this one, I think it's a really good name. Billboard Promotions. You could set up all kinds of advertising on billboards all over your city, your country, wherever. Make it national. Good name. Hook up with companies that offer billboard advertising and see what you can do with them. I like that name at least $2,500 to $3,000. Gaming University. I like Gaming University. I was just reading an article about how you can get your degree in gaming and this and that. And listen, I used to kid around because my sons used to play games. They still play games all the time, and now they're 20 and about 17, 18. And they play all the time. They still play when they're bored and they're not doing homework. But gaming and building games and designing games is a huge industry, and it makes a lot of money. So I would definitely set up something there with an affiliate with somebody who does offer gaming courses. Dangerous tours. Well, everybody knows they love to like climb mountains and things like that. Ian Clark, a friend of mine, a domainer, climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, went to Africa. So people like to take dangerous tours. They like to live on the edge. I really like this domain name. I probably think it's a 3 to 4K name to start. And if you could make a list of all the tours and maybe get 10 or 15%, you can do really well off the affiliate revenue. Couriers.delivery. Couriers Delivery, good name, good brandable. Couriers is kind of delivery, so it kind of insinuates that on its own. Still not a bad name. See what you can do with it and set up something that's brandable. I kind of like it. BigCPC.com. Now I think of it as big cost per click. You could list, I think I have a list somewhere of the top 500 or 1,000 keywords and what has the highest CPC, so you can figure out how to design a site and what to go after it. Not a bad name. Big Data Genie. Big Data Genie, this would have to be a place where you would sell databases, and there's all kinds of companies that sell databases online now, so it's a pretty good one. Property Guide, property.guide. I like it. Good domain name. Excellent real estate domain name. I think it's a great name. That one's probably worth about 5K right now as it is, and definitely can go up if you build a site on it. Redclutch.com. I'm not sure what it means. I don't think it really means anything. It's probably just a brandable, but let me look and see. I never want to miss anything when I'm doing these things, but it's interesting. And maybe people buy red clutches for their cars or something. I don't know. Oh, wait, there's a whole company called Red Clutch on Amazon. Okay, I think it's handbags. So you have to be careful with this one. Make sure it's not a trademark. It looks like it's got something to do with purses or handbags. Tampa Cheap Flights. Again, you can hook up with a company like an affiliate company like Cheap Tickets or something and just find a link to their cheap flights to Tampa and link to that one. And you'll have to do some unique articles to get it indexed. And you'll have to do some cool stuff with it. But it's good. Extendedwarranty.com, spelt wrong. So I'm going to have to pass on this one. I loved it when I looked at the first time, but when I put it into Google, I realized it was spelt wrong. I have one called something to do with warranty, and it gets a lot of traffic. I'm trying to remember what it is. Don't remember. Anyway, your other one is spelled right. Whiskey. No, it's not. I don't think whiskey flask is spelled right either. Okay, so the first thing I would suggest is that you check your domains, and this is for everybody. Listen, I spelled a lot of them wrong as well when I register domain names, just to have to go register the right one. You've got whiskey flask, but it's spelled wrong. You're missing the H in whiskey. So you need to get that done. Dallas Home Alarms, good domain, very targeted. You've also got San Francisco Pet Care. I like both of these names. Dallas Home Alarms, again, you can hook up with my buddy. His name's Eddie Sixto, Eddie Sixto. Great guy, lives in Florida. He's got car alarms or home alarms or something like that. Really nice guy, and maybe there's something he can do with you there and send you some leads if he gets them in Dallas or wherever. But really good name. You're starting to think more like building a business, Randy. I like it, but it takes a lot of work, as you know. We've done some other domains with you, and to build them up, you've got to put in, there's about, I think I've got a checklist I can post later about like 40 or 50 things you need to do once your site is built so that you can get the traffic, you can get indexed, you can get on social networking, you can get backlinks, and you can get videos done, and you can get press releases done. And there's a whole bunch of things you can do that are cheap if you get them done on Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. I use it all the time. It's a great site, and you get a lot of good stuff done cheap. Anyway, those are both good domains, Randy. Pinkstore.com, Anant, love it. Good domain name. Lots of people buy only things purple, pink, whatever. Set up a store. When I was in Dallas and I was about 20 years old, this a while ago, there's a left-handed store, and people used to go there all the time, buy stuff online all the time. It was a really cool idea, and I think pink is a great color. It's a great color. Women love it in general, and even guys wear a lot of pink. I've worn a few pink shirts. But anyway, set up a store and sell everything pink you can find in there. It's a good name. Love it. Next one. WordPress multisite.network or something like that. It's a trademark, so you got to be careful with that. They don't often pursue them, but if you build it up into a big site, then they will. So be careful with it. Your next one is wp-multisite.com. Build that one up if you want. Set one of these up. Just be careful with what you're doing because it is a trademark. Pinstriping.com. I did look that one up. It's an interesting thing. Originally, when I think of pinstripes, I think of the New York Yankees, but it's actually a good domain name. So go ahead and take a look at it and see what we can do with it. But I love your other name better, privatecatering.com. Fantastic domain name. This domain name to me is a 30K name to start with. And if you build it up and set up private catering and list all the companies, you can get a lot of advertising dollars on things like this. There are people that advertise private catering in every city of the world. Literally, you could take this name from a 20, 30K domain name to a 100K domain name with just a little bit of investment and a little bit of development. It's a really good domain name, but it'll take a lot of work. Low cost in development, but high cost in time and work, but it would be worth it. This is one of those sites on here that could give you monthly revenue all the time. Love it a lot. Your Valoo, VALOO.com. Good brandable. I don't think it means anything, but it's a pretty good brandable. Next one. Ahove, AHOVE.com. Interesting name. Don't know what it means. In case it means something in a different language, I'm going to Google it because I never want to miss anything. So let's see. Does it mean anything? No. It says go to shove instead of a hove. So no value to me. Yellowbronze.com. Again, I'm not really sure what you do to this one. For all of you guys registering names that are brandable or things like that, from now on, the best advice I can give you is only register a name that you can see why a business would want to set up their business and use that as their business domain name. That gives you resale value. So don't just register names that sound good or that are available, that make sense or sound funny. Register names that you can see running a business on. Otherwise, don't register the domain name. Because if you can't see why a business would want to register it and run it, they won't either, so don't bother. forsale.eu. Not a big EU fan, but this isn't a bad name. I kind of like it. Official athletes. I always want to do a really good site, Tim, on official athletes. I started to do it a while ago. It was called Playerpedia or something like that. And what I want to do is list every player on every team in every sport and what numbers they wore and set up basically a Wikipedia for athletes. So I think this is a good thing to do with that. Tons of pages index it would give you. It's a big project though, so you really got to like sports to do it. But I do like the name. Market calendar. Market calendar. Market calendar. I'm not really sure what to do on that one, but it's a good domain name. Not a great domain name, a good domain name. Not sure what I'd put on it though. Ask.finance, askreference.com, and wifiportable.com. So ask.finance, great name. You'd have to be an accountant or something like that, or you'd have to know somebody or get some accountants or somebody who could get all of your questions, could answer all the questions if people have finance questions. I think it's a good name and I really like it. Askreference.com. AskReference.com, it's okay, but again, it's not really. Ask is the same as reference kind of thing. You could do, again, a question site, but I'm not really big on it. Wi-Fi portable. Everything's going Wi-Fi now. Not a bad name. You could list a bunch of appliances or products. Everything we do is going to go Wi-Fi. So it's not a bad name. LuxuryTourBuses.com. Love that one. I think it's a really good domain name. You'd have to hook up or set up a tour company or hook up with tour companies and offer tours. And again, set up an affiliate commission for lead generation. You can make money with that. I like it. Auto Grease. Good name, I guess, for an auto site selling parts or things like that, but I'm not really sure what I would do with it. Posh Realty. I like that name for a realty company. Easy to remember, easy to spell. I'm glad you used the term realty because realtor is a trademark. Don't ever register any domain names, everybody, with realtor in them. Biking Mag, good name as well. Patricia, you got some really good names here. Luxury Fences, great name. Luxury Gates, great name. People are always buying gates and fences, and everyone always wants to think they're buying the best one possible. Luxury gives them that name. Luxury Fences, I'd put about 4 to 5K. Luxury Gates, I'd put at 4 to 5K. Posh Realty, I'd put at 4 to 5K. And Biking Cat, I'd put at 4 to 5K. I like all those names. Really good names. Posh Realty could stand for a real estate business. Biking Mag could be a biking magazine business. Luxury Fences, a fence business. And Luxury Gates could be a gate business. I mean, so you've thought about the way I think about them here. I like those names. Joke.news. Again, you could do it as a joke site. I'm not sure that's the best domain for it because I'm not sure jokes are news, but it's interesting, not bad. Lardlet, Lardlet, another one that I have to look up. Let's see what's there. Lardlet, doesn't really tell me much. So a Lardlet, Urban Dictionary. Type your name. Nah, it doesn't really tell me what it is. So I don't think I really like that one. Yonkers DUI. Good for a DUI attorney in Yonkers. I do like it. Hook up with a DUI attorney in Yonkers and see if you can work out some sort of lead generation. It's not bad. Jungle Beat. Jungle Beat is a good name for a club. I like that. There's probably clubs named Jungle Beat already. See what you can find and see what you can build out. Public Service Loan Forgiveness. It's long, but if it's a business or if it's something that may be worthwhile, again, you have to look it up. Let me just take a look while we're here. Since we have time, what the heck? Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Split up into 4 words and see what we get. I can't sing, so nothing I can do while I split up the words. Yeah, there's actually lots of public service loan forgiveness stuff and articles in the Times and all over the place. I kind of like it. See what you can do with it. Homecomputer.org. This is a tough one because home computers are slowly dying. They're becoming, everyone's going to replace computers with tablets or phablets or things like that. So not bad. You could probably set up a depot either for fixing them or something like that, but it's not a bad name. DallasSportsPhotography.com. Well, that's something that's near and dear to my heart. I spend a lot of time in Dallas. I go to a lot of Cowboys games. I'm a huge fan. I get to throw the ball around with the players. So if any of you are Cowboys fans, let me know and maybe you can come with me. I'm going in October this year. I go every October and we get to have dinner with some of the players. So if you're a Cowboys fan and you're near Dallas in October, let me know. Good name. I mean, you could do all kinds of pictures and post them online, original prints, and see what you can do with them. You can upload them to some of those photo sites. dollar photo and things like that, and you can sell them. Debtconsolidationservices.ca. Great domain name. Love it. Debt Consolidation is a huge CPC. Great company. Great name. Probably a 5K name to start with, even though it's a CA. And nobody knows the CAs better than I do. I've got probably about a third of all the really good ones. Marijuana Doctor. Good name. Going to get more popular, obviously, as things get more legal. Not a bad name. Kind of like it too. TaxDebt.org. Another good one for a .org. Tax debt. You need an organization for that. Somebody who can help you out. Somebody who can negotiate with the government to reduce your loans. I like it. Kidney Bank. Kidney Bank is interesting. I'm not sure what you can do with it yet. You can't obviously donate. Maybe you can't really. Well, you can donate kidneys, but you can't really bank them. I'm not sure what you do with it. It's an interesting name because it's a medical name. It's kind of like my tissue bank or my cord blood bank, but I'm not sure it affects kidneys yet. But hold on to it. It's not a bad name. I'm sure there's kidney banks in other countries and things like that, probably. Next one, Rent a Rockford. Okay, I don't know what a Rockford is, so let's check it out. Hopefully it's something you can rent. Let's see what we get here. Rent a Rockford. This is where we're all going to get educated, or at least I will, because I don't know what a Rockford is. So let's see. Houses, Rockford Apartments, Rockford Condo. Okay, so it looks like it's a place in somewhere to rent. Rockford. Car rental, Rockford Airport. Yeah, I don't really know what this one is. I still can't tell by looking it up, so not really sure what to tell you on that one. Developer.in. Good domain name. I have developer.ca. I haven't really done anything with it, but it's a good name. You could be a land developer, you could be a web developer, you could be anything. It's a good domain name. Build something out on it and figure out what people are looking for when they come there. So put up a basic page and see if they're looking for web developer, land developer, or whatever they're looking for. GTA.mortgage. GTA.mortgage. GTA is, well, we call it Toronto GTA. I don't know if you're in Toronto or not, or maybe it's a term they use in other cities. Let's check. See what GTA actually stands for. Oh, they've got, well, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, it could be that too, but I don't think you're looking for a mortgage on Grand Theft Auto. Interesting name. So you could offer mortgages in the GTA. It's general Toronto area for us, but I don't know if you're in Toronto or not. Not a bad name. Priceof.gold. It's a good site. You can put up a site there, talk about gold, the current prices, the trends, any articles you get on gold would be interesting there. Watercolortutorials.com. Interesting domain name. You can definitely, a lot of people are into watercoloring, so definitely do it with tutorials. You can either post a few teasers and then sell a book on watercolor tutorials, get an ebook written. They're about $100 on Fiverr.com. And you can also do AdSense, and if you get a lot of good articles, you can do it with that. So that's not bad. Training sign up, it's a good domain name. I'm not sure if it's going to be sports training or what it's going to be, or what it's going to be like. It could be web design training, could be any kind of training, business training. Not bad. I'm just not sure it's specific enough. Gayconsultant.com. I did see this come up. It's kind of a brandable. I'm not sure what it could be. You could do it consulting anything. Could be I would probably rather see something like gay wedding consultant. That one has more meaning to the word gay. Gay is obviously more accepted. It's not really a bad brandable. I kind of like it. I'm just not sure what the consultant part would be. So I'd kind of like gay wedding consultant more than that. It's more specific. Buttermyfly.com. Okay, I'm not really sure what that would be, whether it's an adult term or what it is, but let's take a look. Butter my fly. I don't think you're going to butter a fly. Let's see what if I'm totally way off. Butter my fly. Butterfly. All it comes with is Butter My Fly by Cheryl Johnson. Some sort of iPhone case or something. All I see is butterfly, so I don't really know what Butter My Fly would be. So I'm going to have to leave that one. Unless you're going to do an adult site, then have fun. Featuredscripts.com. I like that one. I used to run download.net until I sold it to a software company. Featured Scripts would be a really good site to put all kinds of different scripts for anything on. I like the name. I think we'd index well, but it'd have to be a big site. View Rentals. View Rentals. I guess you could do a rental store online. Not much to do with videos anymore since people are all getting Netflix, but there's other things people rent. It's a tough one. I'm not sure what I'd do with that one, Paul. Smart Surf Watch. Interesting. Probably there may be a good smart watch for surfing. I'm not really sure what I'd do with that one either. JustComp.com. Just Comp would be an interesting name so that if people wanted to apply for comps or freebies, they could get it for all kinds of different things, and maybe it gets you in the door. Maybe you work out at something with a club or restaurant where you get some free comps for people to go in and try the food. I don't know. It's an interesting name. I kind of like it. It's a brandable. Then I think the last one here is omjj.com. Unless it means something, it's a four-letter domain, but not all four-letter domains have immediate value. So let me just check if it has anything. OMJJ. Let's see what it stands for. Old Man Jiu-Jitsu. It's a blog. Maybe you can sell it to this guy. oldmanjujitsu.com. Yeah, that's what it is. Old Man Jiu-Jitsu everywhere. So maybe you want to sell it to this guy at the top here. It's his website. Look it up. He's been doing a blog, a humor blog for a while, so maybe it'd be a good one. Anyway, that's about that as far as the list goes. It was 126 names. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Now, when we go back to the viewer mail, I actually got somebody that sent me an email saying that if I don't review his portfolio, he's going to commit suicide. That was the subject line. I think that's a little extreme. I don't mind getting viewer emails, but please don't tell me you're going to commit suicide if I don't review your names. There's nothing that should drive you to suicide, period, regarding anything. So hopefully if you have issues, you can contact somebody for some help and go through that. But anyway, I hope this review was good. I'm going to try to pull out some funny viewer mails that I get. That one obviously wasn't funny. But I'll pull out some funny ones because there are some very humorous ones. There's some very great people out there that send me emails. I appreciate them all. A lot of people just say thanks, and that's good enough too. So again, hopefully this review you found useful. We will do more, so don't panic if you didn't get into this one. And I'm looking forward to doing more of them for you soon in the future. And I hope you enjoy DNF College Year 4. It's going to be a really good one. For those of you that asked about where Year 1 and 2 were, they're in dnforum.com. And then Year 3 was on Facebook in the group facebook.com/DNFCollege. Anyway, we're going to have a good year. I've got lots of content I want to go through. Some of the stuff is going to be surprising, and some of the stuff is going to be a little repetitive, but overall, we're going to have a really good year. We're going to stick to what's upcoming in the new 2015. You'll see that every year things change in this industry, and that's one of the things that I love about it. And it's one of the things that we're going to try to do this year is hopefully get more of you out of your cubicles and out of your day jobs and into domaining full-time once we get your income higher. So I'm looking forward to doing that and helping more people. I love to pay it forward, and I love doing things like this. And I'm looking forward to talking to you guys one-on-one at the conferences. If I see you at the domain conference, if I see you at NamesCon, please feel free to come up to me. I definitely want to talk to all of you. Thanks a lot and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.